Jerami, Dame said he expects you back next year. Maybe got a decision ahead of you and all that. But how do you feel the same way? Expect to be back?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely like it here. Looking forward to the talks and trying to figure something out. So I definitely feel comfortable here. So yeah, we'll definitely see when it comes to that.
How much are you going to weigh what else happens in making your decision in terms of the roster? I mean, are you looking to win regardless of where you end up, or are you committed to or plan on being here regardless of what they do?
I think that definitely makes a difference. I definitely want to win. I think Joe and them are capable of, making something happen and putting us in a position to, be able to be in the playoffs, not only be in the playoffs, but, make some noise. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's something that we talk about with my agents and talk about with Joe and Chauncey and everybody. So,
Jerami, how much do you expect to be involved in whatever discussions go on with, additions, trades, all that kind of stuff? Like, are you expecting Joe and the Chauncey and the front office to consult you, or at least ask your opinion about moves they're considering if you're going to be a part of this going forward?
I think that's on them. I think they're more than capable of doing it, without me. They're good at their job, so not too much, but at the same time, maybe they talk to me about decisions that they're about to make, or something like that. Not really sure, but like I said, I think they're more than capable of making decisions for themselves. So, yeah.
Why would you come back?
It's a family setting. I think just being here for this year, I've been able to become really close friends with a lot of people on the team, a lot of the staff, a lot of people here. And I think for me, that's a huge part of where you want to work, who you want to be around all year, or for the next 5 years, or whatever it might be. So I think that's the biggest thing. And then on the court, just growing as a team, and like you said, putting something together to where we're winning. So.
You just mentioned 5 years, so the 5 years aspect is important to you rather than a 4-year.
Not necessarily. But, security is always cool, so.
Jerami, you have one of your better years this year before getting shut down. What is it, the evolution through your career, whether it's early on in Philly, OKC, Denver, where you've had so many different roles? Do you feel like after kind of seeing how things have stacked up this year, this is the best kind of role for you?
I definitely had fun. I definitely had, like you said, I think it's definitely been one of my more efficient years. So overall, a solid year for me individually. But, at the same time, like I said, I do want to win. I think it's been good for me, though. It's been good for my growth as a player, being able to play with Dame, Ant, Nurk, everybody. Yeah, it's been good for me. So.
Why do you think you guys didn't win?
What did you say?
Why do you think you guys didn't win this year?
It's hard to say. Maybe we got to look back at it. We weren't healthy for most of the year. I don't think our starting five played more than 10 games together in an 82-game season, which is.
They played 32.
Our starting five played 32 games?
33, 18 and 50.
Okay. Well, I think we've been injured, though. I think that's most teams are going to be like that. But at the same time, it's a lot of different variations that go into losing and stuff like that. So, not sure exactly what it is. If we all knew the answers, then the problem would be fixed. So,
Dame talked about, and Nurk talked about, needing more veterans on this team, veteran depth. And Dame did not seem interested at all in acquiring another 19 or 20-year-old through the draft. Do you think it's important that regardless of what happens in terms of landing a star or not landing a star, that they improve the number of veterans on this team who are adults?
For sure. Young teams typically don't win. That's more for development and getting forward. Obviously, you keep a few young guys. and you grow them. But for the most part, yeah, for sure. If you want to win, you got to get older. You got to get veterans, not necessarily older, but players who've been in the league and have experience.
Jeremy, Dame said that he knows of players around the league who would be, I think he said needle movers, who would be interested in coming here. You're well traveled, got as many guys as anybody. I'm curious, what about this situation would make a player on the outside want to come be a part of it?
I think if we show that we're moving in the right direction, and I think that has to start with putting pieces together and putting pieces in play for them to see that. I think if they don't see that, then no one wants to come. So I think, it's going to be an eventful offseason for sure. So.
What's your assessment of Chauncey as a coach?
I love Chauncey. I think he's a great coach. He's still learning. He's figuring things out. But I think the biggest thing that he gets from us is we want to play for him. And I think as a coach, I think people overlook that aspect of things. And just having somebody that you want to go to war with every night is huge. And the X and O's, he has them. He has them all. And he's still learning how to, put it into play. But yeah.